Okay, give this a couple seconds, let everything connect. Alright, refresh the page, send a few things out, copy the link, go to link, make sure I've got the live stream going. Okay, give this a couple seconds. Perfect. Send that into a Discord server, make sure I've got everything there. Set up OBS again. There we go. So, not really a kind of live stream type of guy, but figured I'd give it a shot. You know, there's always a first time for everything. Besides, this is probably going up on my YouTube. Well, it is going on my YouTube channel anyway. You hear any scratching, anything? It sounds a little weird, like I got an animal in here. It's because I do. I've got an iguana right in the corner over there, in his cage, and he's doing his thing. So just gonna send out a couple invites, let people know that my YouTube's out there streaming, posted. Awesome. So I'm just gonna play some Dead by Daylight tonight, get kind of a feel of streaming. Just kind of ramble, I guess. I've got the top chat there too. So for the past 6 years, I've been doing patrols. I've been going around, and people generally have. Well, it's definitely kind of a mixed reception I've got doing the Batman thing. For those of you who don't know what the suit actually is made out of, it's inspired by samurai armor. And a lot of people think, oh, paper armor, that sounds weak. No, that stuff is actually stupid tough. So I took the same kind of concept of it, same kind of thing there, and just kind of ran with it. I just kind of decided, I'll give it a shot, and one thing led to another, and yeah, that's kind of how I started, I guess. I started out with just a standard breastplate. Nothing really too special about it. And the biggest part about it was the cowl. That was the biggest part. And I started out in Boynton, and a lot of people get confused about like my kind of Batman, what I am, and what I've been doing for the past 6 years. Am I like a street performer Batman? It's kind of a mix of everything at this point. I've definitely gotten myself into some hot water, some controversy. It seems like every other week there's something, and you just get to a point where you just stop giving a shit, you know? You stop caring, you stop trying to cater to everyone's needs. You know, and I kind of get where some people like to come from. They have this idea that you can satisfy everyone, and you know, I'll be honest, you just can't. You can't. So I'm just kind of living my own life now, you know, doing what I'm going to be doing, and whatever makes me happy. Definitely going to try streaming, branching out, doing more like cosplay-focused things, because I'm going to be honest, this kills my body. Like, I've gone out and done this for 6 years, and I have sustained quite a few injuries. Not even just looking from fights, just from like doing it. My kneecaps are like non-existent. I've got like respiratory problems. My shoulder constantly pops in and out of its socket from an unrelated incident when I was 17. And you can get into conspiracy theory kind of things there. I've definitely rambled about that before. But for the most part, doing this, it's been challenging. And funny enough, this is actually where I get my inspiration from for kind of like my stalking tactics. Doing this has you'd be surprised at how dumb some people can be. I don't want to sound like a serial killer out here, but that it really does, like, it is mind games. It is a mind game type thing. Because you can, like, pop up around a corner and make it seem like you're like teleporting, but no, you're just like walking around a corner. I'm just slow, and I have kind of like chased after people. They're usually like crack addicts or like people you don't really want to be around. Oh yeah, yeah, give it to me, give it to me, gimme, gimme. Is she AFK? I think she's AFK. Free win for me. Oh, you piece of shit. I gotta break a broom handle off in your ass. Yeah, give it. Gimme. Gimme. You wanna play games with me, huh? You wanna play games? Okay. I don't give a shit about them doing that. Come on here. Get on there. Get on there, little boy. Girl, whatever. Okay. Damn, you guys are fucking fast. Alright, I'm just gonna coast around here for a couple seconds. God damn. I'm rusty at this too. I haven't played this game in a good fat minute, but I do remember some strategies and little mind games I used to play on people in private matches back when I actually was with you know, like Discord groups and friends. Back when I actually had friends. Well, I mean, everyone's got friends, close friends. But there you go. Up. I knew it. I knew it. I knew you were gonna go for it. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, how do you like that? I always love doing that. It's always funny to me how, like, you always somehow can, like, surprise them, even still. I also learned that prestige doesn't really mean anything. I know a lot of players will be like, oh, prestige. I'm prestige 300. Honestly, that doesn't mean shit, especially if you're a survivor. Survivor, that doesn't mean anything. Alright, I've played this for long enough to know that rank, it doesn't necessarily mean you're a great player. It just means you play the game a lot, or you know like it. Used to be a girl who would play this like non-stop. The only thing she would play had like 3,000 hours in it. And cases like that, it doesn't become fun anymore. Gotcha. Nice. Don't you dare do that to me. Nuh-uh. Okay, on the hook, on the hook. On the hook, little girl. There you go. Nice. Now, where'd you go? Where? Yeah, keep running. Keep running. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. You're trying to stall, aren't you? Didn't actually mean to do that, but whatever. Earliest trick in the book. Oh, there you are. I know you're off, but I'll get you. So we got 2 Michaelas. Damn. Almost run up to. Yeah, almost running out of tier 3. But yeah, definitely Stocky Boy has been one of the biggest inspirations, at least in terms of movement and when it comes to I guess, my little performance that I like to do. Gotcha. No, no, no. Come here. Come here, little buddy. Come here, little buddy. No outsideys for you today. Alright. Sweet. Alright, one down. I think there's there's 3 guys left. I haven't even seen... Well, I saw the other one, but I haven't even gotten a hit on that one. I'm just wondering if did this person release themselves, or did they, did they have any help? It's just what I'm wondering. Because I don't want to keep hovering around them. If I keep hovering around them, that's, it's not going to be good on my end. Because that means that they're just going to go and do that. Okay, I got you. There we go. I see this other one. Where are you running at? Where are you at? Where are you at? I know you went somewhere. I know you're somewhere around here. There we go. I don't know if they wanted me to do that, or they wanted me to be friendly, or they wanted to throw the match, but there we go. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Let's check my messages, make sure everything's going good. I hate this new phone that I got. It's like... It's those kinds where you, it's a thumbprint kind. And it's like every time I try to do that, it's like 50-50 chance. It's like I touched that thing 1,000 times. How did it not go through? But whatever, you know? You can only do so much. So... I guess a lot of people like to see what I've kind of gone through in life, what kind of makes someone become a Batman. And I've been on streams before, or podcast one time. I believe the guy, yeah, Gary G. Garcia. I'm not sure if he still follows me or not, but I definitely still try to check in on his podcast. Great guy. Awesome. Was pretty respectful on the first kind of interview that I gave live. And let's see, there was the first case of me being like on the news. I was it was just pictures of me like on the screen. I still remember that. I still remember how that kind of played out. I was a couple of the pictures were actually just kind of like taken from random people, like just me on the street doing my thing. But one of them was like a frontal face one that a lot of like memes, I guess, came out of, at least like locally and in my old friend group. And the context, I actually do remember having that picture taken. There was this lady in like this Mazda 3 or something. I don't know exactly what it was, but she pulled out her phone and turned on her flash and just started taking pictures of me like paparazzi. So that kind of gave me that like weird like freeze frame like awkward look to me. And you know, you gotta kind of run with the memes a little bit. I don't want to be too much of an asshole and be like, you know, oh, you ruined my image. And I mean, it does do things like that, but it's also at the same time, yeah, that would happen to anyone. You take a picture of anyone without their consent, you just go up and snap a picture right of it, literally like that far away from their face. It's like, well, alright then, fine. Walk on, do the rest of my thing, and then the next thing I know, that picture's on the news, and I'm like, oh damn. So that's how I kind of started. But early life, I grew up in Florida. I'm Florida to my core. I was born and raised here. I'm about as Floridian as you can get. I have an angry blue asshole in a cage right next to me with a bunch of claws. Iguana. I've got an iguana here. I have, you know, fought sharks before on the beach. I have ridden my motorized bike and gotten into car wrecks, or not car wreck, I guess it would be like bike wreck with it. It was just me. I was riding down one day, and turned out that it started to rain, and my dumbass forgot to use like electrical tape to seal up the magnetocoil. That's what kind of keeps it going. It's like a magnetic kind of thing that just keeps it continuously going. I forgot to do that, and all I know is I hear this loud pop, it starts sputtering out of control, and I go flying right into this almost like gate almost, or a fence. It was like metal thing. My suit actually did cushion the impact of the blow, and doing that kind of saved my life with the suit, because some people like to think, oh, he's just a guy in a bat costume. No, like, it's one thing to hear about the bat suit, it's another thing to kind of see it in person, because that thing is literally like riot gear. It's the same kind of quality. It's about 30 pounds, maybe 25 pounds, and you could tank hits from it. Like, I've tanked hits. Like, people have, like, like, the worst injuries that have happened to me doing it were, like, I've fallen on rebar. That actually did puncture through the suit, not by much, but it did, like, on my side, it did hit me there. And, that was one incident. There was another where I was, I'm trying to think of the worst injuries, because I do get injuries, but it's always like cuts and scraps from like just urban exploration almost. You know, you go around and you're gonna go run into like chicken wire, things like that, and the suit does, you know, against like that, yeah, it's like wearing, you know, like overalls or something, or like something that's gonna just protect your skin. Obviously, the suit's gonna protect your skin, and even underneath, I do have, you know, it's usually like denim underneath as like an undersuit. I wear like jeans, black jeans, Harley Davidson boots, just, you know, like an average long sleeve shirt underneath everything. And then over on top of that, you got the regular suit. It very much is inspired too by the Arkham Origins suit. The Origins suit is by far one of my favorite suits out there. Now, my favorite suit, funny enough, isn't the Batman Returns suit. It's the Telltale Games Season 2 Bat suit. That by far is my favorite bat suit of all time. And I kind of tried to do that with an early version of my bat suit. It had the same logo, and I tried to give it that kind of like, almost like segmented armor look. I tried, but, you know, I didn't have the resources, I didn't have like a job at the time. It was just kind of like a very stitched together thing. Like, literally, the belt was literally just a belt. There was like no armor to it. There was only so much you could do with a suit like that, but when it comes to doing my patrols, the next suit I went on to create actually had and has, because you know it went on from one thing to another, onboard air conditioning. It was the breastplate, and underneath it had, you know, the little mechanical parts in the AC unit, or refurbished AC parts, whatever you could describe, to kind of keep my body cool. I did try to figure out a way to get my neck cooled, because that's a very pivotal area. And when you're wearing a heavy urethane mask all day long, or maybe not all day long, but for hours on end, it's gonna eat away at you. You know, you're gonna wear down, because that's literally rubber against your neck. And what is rubber? An insulator. And you're creating heat, and that's just gonna create this cycle. So it is uncomfortable. It very much is difficult to do that for long extended periods of time. But man, when it comes to injuries, like I said, I think the worst injury I've gotten was tanking a hammer to the hip. And that was, I think I was around Sand and Sea when that happened. And you know what happens. It's, you know, teenagers think they're hot shit. They try to hit you. They think you're literally just some, like, wacko. And I mean, I guess I can't blame them fully. I mean, I'm literally wearing a bat suit, but, you know, yeah, some people think that they're hot shit, and then, you know, especially online, people will say, oh, you know, you're just a fat guy in a bat suit. No, I'm not fat. I'm about, like, maybe a little over average, but you know, I'm like 5'9", and in the suit it bumps me up to like 6 foot tall. Like, I seem massive. I was talking to my friend last night too, and even he was like, yeah, you're completely different out of the suit. So unfortunately, that one little interview that I gave, which I mentioned, I did about 3-4 interviews, I do regret kind of a few of them, because you know how news is, and you know how prank channels are. They'll take whatever they want and they'll edit it out of either context, or they'll underutilize, or they'll have this kind of misguided thing that they think they're what's the word? Well, they try to do it for views, and I mean, I guess I can't fully blame them. It's also kind of like a trap that I kind of should have known what I would have gotten myself into, which of course led into my exes. They got a hold of the video. I had to release my own little, like, receipts video on my channel. It's still up. And I do have another video planned that will go more in depth on exactly what happened in my past, because it's like, well, I mean, now that everything's public, might as well, you know. I don't want to really do it exactly, so I want to kind of figure out a way how to keep it brief, keep the details, you know, more respectful, at least on both ends, because despite the fact that I think that these my exes are kind of pieces of shit, I mean, who doesn't? They think I'm a piece of shit too. I mean, it's kind of like, there's always two sides to every story, and I do own up to the mistakes that I have, you know, done. But it's kind of when someone doesn't own up to their mistakes, you know what I mean? It's like they have this self-righteousness, and it's like, hey, look, you're just as guilty as I am. Okay, I might have taken things overboard, but you've done a lot to me too. But I am gonna have to start fixing my sleep schedule. I just figured I'd go on like a little, like, half an hour stream, give this a shot, you know, go more in depth on my journeys doing this over the course of 6 years. And unfortunately, I am getting a new job on Monday, and that means I'm going to have to limit my Batman time. I'm gonna have to kind of take a back seat. And kind of just like lick my wounds, at least financially. I'm gonna have to figure out what exactly is, going on with my body. Because, as I said, I do have physical problems. I do have issues that I still have to figure out about my internal organs, because it's not fun. I'm also going to have to, start putting money into, paying bills, doing all that stuff, and starting to, more mature, tighten my belt. Start living independently. That's my plan. I plan on, living at least mostly independently by the age of 25, which is going to be next year. Yeah, I started young. I'm 24 right now. I started when I was doing the Batman thing back in late 2018. And when I mean starting the Batman, I mean doing like the vigilante shtick. I started in 2018, very late 2018. Kind of like an under the table thing. 2019 came by, and that's when I kind of fully went with it. 2019, 2020 was when I did my first official, like, full-on Batman year, so. But, yeah. See how this goes. See any reception of this. Again, this is going up on my channel, so I'm hoping that people will kind of tune in and see how this goes, and maybe turn it into, like, kind of a hobby type thing. Again, I'm not a streamer. I never claimed that I ever will be, but sorry if you wonder why I keep looking over there. It's because of my iguana. He keeps, like, scratching, doing all these things, but, yeah, you guys know my social media. Anyone wants to hit me up, play some games, go fishing. If you live in South Florida, I am always down to go fishing. So just let me know a time, let me know a place, what you want to do. Spillway Beach. Beach is currently gunked up, and it's going to be for a very long time, but yeah, just, I do want to kind of gain a better sense of community, get to know what you guys want from me. If you guys want more, like, story time videos, if you guys want more of a laid-back, chill kind of video, or the cosplay video, or just for, like, me, in general, my kind of personality, I guess, which, I mean, I doubt many people are there for that. I mean, not to say that I don't think I'm uninteresting fully. I like to let people think what they want to think about me. Either I'm a dick, I'm this, I'm that. I don't really care. I'll let you form that own opinion about me. But I'm guessing most people are here for the Batman side of the kind of cosplay aspect of what I've been doing. So maybe even just the story times too. But again, rambling, and I gotta use the bathroom, and I really gotta get my sleep schedule on track. So again, anyone watching this, I'd like to thank you guys for either checking in or at least seeing what's going on. I've been streaming for about half an hour, give or take. This is a very, like, bare bones kind of thing. It's my first stream, but you gotta start somewhere, like I said. But anyway, yeah, thanks for checking in. Means a lot to me, and hopefully see you guys sometime in the future. So, see ya.